Hi everyone, my name is Kris and I am Stephy Lee's older sister. I cannot tell you how grateful our entire family is for everyone's prayers and support. It is truly a miracle that my sister survived a tragic car accident her and her team were in. Not everyone was as fortunate. Today is day number 13 since Stephy Lee and her team were in a fatal car accident resulting in her producer's death on April 24th. His name was Alexis Enrique Aguirre Torres, otherwise known as Capi. He was an extremely talented 22-year-old producer and had flown in from Puerto Rico on Wednesday, April 21st to be a part of the 4-day Texas tour that Stephy Lee was on, opening for legends of the reggaeton industry, DJ Nelson and Alberto Stiley. It turns out that Capi was a huge fan of DJ Nelson and was able to meet him. Capi quit his job to come to Texas to pursue his lifelong dream of being a singer. Stephy Lee was going to share the stage with him on the next show, which was the show they were most excited about, and it was going to be a surprise for Capi. This is what we know from that fateful day. The accident. Stephy Lee and her team drove to San Antonio for the second show of the tour, and they just wanted to go perform and come back to Austin to rest up for their third show in Killeen. Becca Bailly, Stephy's partner and lead dancer, was driving. Stephy Lee was in the passenger seat and the rest of her team, Gianna Quiñones, Mely Sanchez, and Capi, were in the back seat. They were in a white Kia Forte, brand new, purchased just 2 months ago. At approximately 1-ish in the morning, about 10 minutes from their destination, they were impacted from the rear by a green Toyota Corolla with such force that the airbags were deployed and the car spun until hitting the center median on the left side of IH-35 northbound. After the car stopped spinning, everyone in the car was so shaken up by what happened and saw smoke everywhere that their first instinct was to evacuate the vehicle and call 911. They didn't have anywhere safe to stand as they were on a highway. We don't know exactly where everyone was standing, but we do know that everyone was outside of their vehicle and close to it. Several minutes later, another car, white Acura, impacted their car again at highway speeds. And in this impact, the Kia, the car that they were next to, impacted everyone and sent most of them flying over the center median and landed on the southbound side of IH-35 onto incoming traffic. Stephy Lee landed on the fast lane. Since they had already called 911 after the first hit, by the grace of God, first responders were able to arrive on the scene and take everyone to the hospital quickly. Initial reports state that there was a third car, a red Pontiac, that sideswiped the car but did not hit anyone else. The driver of the car that started the events was being driven by a girl named Jessica Nicole Vasquez. She is 23 years old and was heavily intoxicated. She was arrested and charged with a DWI. We don't have much information about the other drivers at this time. Her team that were in the car with her consists of Becca Bailly, 27, driver, suffered a concussion and broken rib, released from the hospital, and by Stephy Lee's side. Gianna Quiñones, 31, best friend since middle school and assistant, suffered a fractured tibia, an ankle, and she is recovering at home awaiting surgery. Mely Sanchez, 30, artist and one of Stephy's collaborators. She has a traumatic brain injury, fractured femur, fractured ankle and wrist, and was transferred to a rehab facility that specializes in neurological damage. She has a 6 to 12 month full recovery. Stephy Lee, 32, 2 broken legs, broken right eye socket, broken right cheekbone, and broken wrist. She's had a total of 4 surgeries and she still has 1 more to go. Alexis Capi, 22, passed away from his injuries. Next steps are, we've hired lawyers to handle Stephy's case, and everyone on her team is also being represented by the same lawyers. Stephy is still in the hospital and will continue to be there until she can manage the pain she's in, which is absolutely excruciating, and at the very least transfer herself into a wheelchair with minimal help and can handle her basic needs. We're still waiting for the police report to be released. Some things to note. Stephy and Mely did not have medical insurance. The law does not recognize the domino effect that caused the chain of events. That if the first hit would have never happened, they wouldn't have been in the middle of a highway and they wouldn't have gone through this. So we may never get true justice for what happened. The false reports initially reported by the media were sourced by first responders. There's simply no accountability when it comes to the proper use of social media, and definitely no one held responsible when the media reports lies that destroy lives. We as the people must stand up and demand these things for ourselves and our loved ones. Because the truth is that no one is going to do it for you. We are so thankful for all of the support, and this is just the beginning of a long journey. These girls are warriors, and they will fight for their dreams. Everything that they were building will not be destroyed because someone that had no regard for their actions destroyed other people's lives. If you feel in your heart to donate or have ideas on how we can raise funds on their behalf, please let me know. Also, we will be sending out weekly newsletters to keep everyone updated. If you would like to be the first to get those and more reports like these, please click on the link where it says, yes, keep me informed. Be safe, hug your loved ones, and talk soon.